What's up guys, welcome back to Batman TV. My name is Indigo and today I will be introducing the SRC Glock 17 Gen 5 MOS along with the Glock 19 Gen 5 MOS. But before we get started, I'm here at Warzone. Thank you for lending me the venue to film videos with. Let's go over what SRC steel Glocks are first. They released two Gen 5 versions of the MOS system with full steel parts, full hammer group. It is licensed by Umarex, which is also officially licensed by Glock. All of the markings you see are as real as they could get, and the dimensions are as real as they could get as well. The pricing is very fair, and the performance is absolutely spectacular. Now, what's special about these Glocks is they really push realism to the brink. Glock 17 magazines will only have an 18-round capacity, and Glock 19 magazines will have 16-round capacities. SRC is really pushing realism to the limit. If you really want to get a real mag capacity straight out of the box, this is what you really want to go for. Now, obviously, steel Glocks, people are thinking like, is this gonna get stuck? Is the performance going to be bad with a gas magazine? Well, I could tell you the performance is going to be absolutely amazing on gas magazines, CO2 magazines as well. For those who love heavy recoil, CO2 would be your best bet. Let's unbox the Glocks. Right here, you'll have the standard Umarex box. Right inside, what you'll have is the instruction manual. When I take it out, what we have is your Glock itself, magazine, 4 different adapter plates for your RMRs and your doctor sights, whatever you have. On top, you could see that you could screw this slide cover off, and what you could do is then put your adapter plate on and put any of the RMRs that you are using onto your Glock. So it features a back serrated and a front serrated slide like a Glock 17 MOS would. It is RMR ready straight out of the box, features a steel slide and a steel hammer group, as well as the Glock 17 Gen 4 or after lower grip with a Picatinny rail in front for any lights that you have. If you're trying to put a red dot on a Glock, you'll be able to put a red dot straight out of the box with this one. What we have is also the magazine. The input valve is not exposed to the elements, so it's covered by the mag base down here. What you want to do is you want to pull down the tab on the bottom, and then you want to pull the mag base off. And then what you could do is to access your input valve to insert more gas into the magazine. The magazine itself is already 18 rounds, which is similar to the real Glock, unlike the usual 20 to 30 rounders that you would get off of Airsoft guns. I have 2 versions right here, CO2 and gas. Both of these guns could run CO2 and gas both straight out of the box, so there's no need to change any parts on the gun. What I have here is the CO2 version. It is a Gen 5 Glock 19 as well. Taking out the gun, it'll come with the adapter plates as well. What's special about this is it will come with a CO2 magazine and this really big hex key right here. So as you can see, there's a mag base. It is not for aesthetic purposes only. It actually holds the CO2 tank. So I'm going to demonstrate for you. On the bottom, you've got to pull like that, and you got to take the mag base off. So then what you could do is access this really big hex key valve, put your hex key in, and then twist it counterclockwise until the screw falls out. So then what you could do is you could put a CO2 cartridge inside, and then you could put the screw back on, screw it until it gets a little tight, and then give it one last full circle clockwise screw again to make sure you get the CO2 on. What you want to do is you want to put the mag base back on, and then you want to give it a little tug to push it back in. It's going to be a little tougher to take it off, but that means that your CO2 is seated very nicely. What is the difference between CO2 and gas? I'd recommend CO2 for any steel guns that you would have because of simply the higher pressure that the CO2 comes with. Now, obviously we have 12 kg RWA green gas right here, as well as RWA 0.25 gram BBs. What I used for this video are RWA CO2 cartridges. I don't know the scientific details. As a player, all I know is it gives a lot more recoil. So that's what the gun comes with. Without further ado, let's try this thing out.
So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna test out the SRC Glock 19 Gen 5 MOS full steel with the CO2 cartridges, and we're going to see how many mags one CO2 cartridge can shoot.
We're going to be using the RWA CO2 cartridges. Put the screw back in, screw it clockwise. When it's tight, give it one twist so it gets even more tighter. Put the mag base back on. We're gonna use RWA 0.25 gram BBs. So this is a test to see how many mags one CO2 cartridge will shoot. Okay, so we have a target 10 meters away. Casey is going to shoot now.
So after watching the video, are you getting one of these for yourself? Obviously, I will get one for myself. This just comes highly recommended, especially with the CO2. It just runs absolutely phenomenally. I've gamed this for a game or two, and it's been absolutely amazing. Very reliable and solid performance out of the gun. If you want to get one for yourself, or if you want to know more about the gun, know more about the price, make sure you come to Bang Bang. Ask any of our staff, and all of the staff will be happy to help you out. So thank you for watching Bang Bang TV, and make sure you come and like, comment, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. We'll see you in the next one.